Unironically, don't click away yet. Unironically, and I mean this with all my heart, this movie is culturally important.
Not.
There is no not. There is no not. That is unironically. That is my feeling about this movie.
Welcome back.
Or welcome to.
Or welcome to full-time movie fans.
Why'd you click on this one first?
Yeah, we got a lot of videos up right now, and if
this is not welcome back for you, maybe seek therapy.
Yeah, if this is the first one, maybe watch some other ones first. No, you know what? We're glad you're here either way. If this is your first,
maybe this is therapy.
Maybe this is the first one, or maybe this is your, I don't know what episode we're on, 50th or something by now, 40th. I don't know.
Sure,
we'll see. I haven't done the math, but we're glad you're here either way. So
it's already recommending we watch Kazam. So that's pretty cool.
Of course, we're gonna do Kazam at some point.
That's next.
Next episode. No, look, if you don't know what we're about, it's just this is casual conversation, our personal thoughts and reviews on certain movies. I mean, we're not doing crazy deep dives. I mean, sometimes we get deep, but we wait in the shadows with.
We're doing a deep dive today.
Okay, today's the deep dive
I don't know if we're doing
episode.
A deep dive today.
But sometimes, but it's pretty casual. You know what I mean?
You know, it is a deep dive. This movie, which was sponsored by Dropbox. How do you keep your information safe and secure with an encrypted storage app called Dropbox? That's right.
We're not actually sponsored on this.
No, the movie is. The movie is sponsored.
The movie is sponsored. Yes.
You know what else sponsored the movie? Just Dance, the app. Download it on your phone. Just Dance. It'll be okay.
Now this is
there's
a chance to pause the video and try to guess what movie we're talking about because we haven't mentioned it yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't look at the title of the video, but also or the thumbnail possibly, maybe not the
Close your eyes
description.
when you do that.
Yeah, just click on the video and guess for a couple minutes.
So what movie are we talking about today? Oh, by the way, this is Michael. He is host. I'm also host of the Full-Time Movie Fans video podcast on YouTube.
You can refer to me as the crying with laughter emoji.
And you can just equate me with the sad depression emoji.
Oh. Jailbreak. So before we get too far into this, I do want to say that that I do firmly believe at this point that there is a really solid scale of whether or not a movie is going to be good. And I'm going to now refer to it as, I'm coining this phrase just for the podcast, the James Corden scale. You like it? You like it already?
I mean, sure. James Corden, I don't know.
If a movie has James Corden in it, bad immediately.
Yes. There's quite a few.
Yeah. Hard stop. This movie's bad, right? We're not gonna. I'm not gonna sit here and try to gaslight anybody into thinking this movie was good. I think Jarvis can agree the movie was not good. But I from my intro, culturally significant, and I mean it, and we'll get to it. I really do mean that. It's very important, and we'll get there.
Okay, so then I guess
stay towards the end is what I'm gonna say, because not only for viewer retention purposes, but because I actually mean it. There is a purpose to my madness here.
I'm actually very curious about this.
And you should subscribe so that you can get to that point, because it probably won't be this episode.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious about this as well. Like,
I have not told you.
No, you haven't.
I have not. I'm keeping you in the dark.
To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm going to have to stay tuned till the end of the episode to find out. So I'm going to be here till the end to just like the rest of you guys to figure out what you have to say about it.
People don't know Jarvis typically likes to walk away halfway through the videos, and we just put him in post.
Yeah,
so he doesn't normally stay.
Is CGI.
Yeah,
it's a what's it called?
It's a
not voiced over. What do they call that in the movie biz?
Oh, ADR.
Yeah,
automatic dialogue replacement.
Yeah.
Where you come in after and you put it in post.
Yeah, like something was wrong with the audio and you have to re-record it.
Yeah, that's ADR.
Yep. So that's what
you learned something new today.
That's what we do.
That's not the twist, by the way. This is not.
No. I wish I could have ADR'd watching the freaking movie itself.
So do you want to go first on your impressions, or should I?
I mean, I don't. To be honest with you, I don't have a lot to say. When it comes to my my feelings about the movie. So really,
let me start by saying I recommended us watch this movie, and
Yes,
I
I also
recommended
wanna
it
make
from
that
the beginning, and he's tried to dodge it multiple times.
I also want to make that very clear. I think there's actually an episode where I said I would never watch that movie, and here we are. You made me watch it. So for an episode that nobody asked for, by the way, nobody.
I asked for it.
Comment. You asked for it.
I asked for it.
Nobody in the comments asked for it. None of you guys were wanting to us to just get to this episode. There was no.
You aren't
rush
the
on
only
it.
person, by the way, that I have tried to get to watch the Emoji Movie and has refused to watch it. I went as far as buying them a copy for Christmas.
Yeah.
And then we went through like a 6-month period of like putting it into each other's cars in secret.
Yeah, you told me that story, and I wish that I didn't watch this movie. Is what I have to say. You know what? No, I think
that my friend was right for not watching it.
I agree. Yes. So here's what I'll say about it: is that this movie has been done before, and it's been done better. And I think what I told you after I watched it was, after I watched the Emoji Movie, I had to get the bad taste out of my experience, my brain. I had to watch Wreck-It Ralph, which is the more better.
It is the better
version
and
of the movie.
On the same note, I remember when Ralph Breaks the Internet came out, and people were talking shit, saying that it was like a corporate cash grab and that they were promoting like too many sponsors or whatever. They definitely did not see the Emoji Movie because, oh my god, Ralph Breaks the Internet was a phenomenal movie. I don't feel like it was very pushy about branding or anything. It was just like references.
Yeah.
The Emoji Movie is like what? How long is this movie?
It's a giant billboard.
It's a hour and a half long
Pop-up
billboard.
ads.
It's one of those digital billboards that keep on flashing the different things.
Well, it changes every so often
with James Corden.
Yeah.
As we've learned, that means that it's not a good movie.
Yeah, and so literally, yes. So after I watched it, this is not. I'm not making a joke. I'm not trying to be funny. I literally, as soon as the Emoji Movie was over, I was like, I need to watch Wreck-It Ralph right now, because I don't want to. I don't want to go to bed with a bad experience. I want to go to bed happy. I want to go to bed with joy in my heart. I want to go to bed with a smile on my face.
Yeah.
And so after watching the Emoji Movie, I watched Wreck-It Ralph, and then I went to bed peacefully and happily. So that's what I'd say about it. I mean, to be honest with you, since full-time movie fans, I'm leaning on Michael for the heavy lifting on this episode.
Is this the first movie that you've watched that you would be like, oh, absolutely don't watch this?
No, Rise of Skywalker is probably at the top of one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
On the scale, where does the Emoji Movie hit? Is it better or worse?
So on a scale of, because this is a scale we use, right? So far for the movies we've done. Rise of Skywalker being the worst, Everything Everywhere All at Once being the best.
Yeah.
So if I had to put a movie on the scale, I would put the Emoji Movie probably definitely after Last Night in Soho, which we just did, and literally directly behind The Rise of Skywalker.
So a little worse.
No,
like
The Rise of I mean,
a little bit better.
The margins are so thin, paper thin. But I really do not like.
So the complete abolishment of a beloved franchise, and then the Emoji Movie.
Yes.
Okay.
I cannot spend enough time talking about how much I dislike and all the reasons why The Rise of Skywalker is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And then right next to that, probably the Emoji Movie.
Okay. Solid. So I saw this movie in theaters opening day.
Man, dude.
Opening day.
How do you walk out of that movie and not demand a refund from the theater?
Because it was so bad, I was speechless. It was actually in the movie theater. I remember there was a big like online meme about the Emoji Movie coming out. If anybody else remembers Jack's Films or watches Jack's Films at that time, it was 2017. He was like every video, the end of it was like, I'm so excited to see the Emoji Movie. It's going to change cinema as we know it. Unironically, it kind of did in its own special way. And we'll get to that. Stay tuned. I will get to that. I promise you the payoff's worth it. It will make absolute sense. I will change this man's mind about this movie needing to exist as a whole. Yeah, I promise you will have some sort of love for this movie by the end of us sitting down talking about it.
The only love I have for this movie is how much I love to hate on it.
Exactly. And that will change.
Okay.
You will have something definitively to love about it. Sybil doesn't know about it. You don't know about it. You at home, you don't know about it yet. You will. This is going somewhere, I promise. Saw this movie in theaters, opening day, because of the meme of Jack's Films being like, this is going to be the best movie to ever happen. It's going to be so good. I sat there expecting to have like a, haha, it's so bad, it's funny kind of laugh. Did not happen once in that whole movie. Failed every time. It was, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not watched it again. Everything that I'm going to say is coming from my memory of seeing it in theaters. Within 5 minutes, there is a joke about the shrimp emoji being thrown onto a Barbie. That's the kind of like comedy that we're working on here. It's very like, this did not work. I will say, Sybil did watch this movie outside of me, and she was possibly inebriated while watching it, and said she had a great time, which makes sense.
You'd have to be.
Which makes sense.
Yes.
Because there's parts of your brain that could like disassociate while the weird bad things are happening. So I will say, don't watch this movie. There's no point in watching this movie at this point. At this point, being keyword spoilers. If anybody can see what I'm alluding to, in theaters, I'm happy to have given it its money. I'm happy to have been a part of this for very specific reasons that I will get to later. Again, will not recommend this movie. Bad movie. Fails to hit any mark at all. James Corden in the movie, bad movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all. Time. That's pretty much all there is to say about it.
See James Corden, immediately do not.
It is a T.J. Miller joint, which Jarvis, why don't you let everybody know what you know of T.J. Miller?
T.J. Miller is a guy who I think he's actually pretty funny. I think he's a funny person. I feel like he's, the kind of person that you could have a good time with, make jokes with, and, have a decent time hanging out with. I only really know him from Deadpool.
He's also in Silicon Valley, which is a TV series.
Never seen it.
He's also in...
Also never seen
Cloverfield.
Oh, I have seen it.
And Big Hero 6.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. Yeah, he's the rich dude with the monster suit.
Fred.
With all the tech in it.
Yeah, Fred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool in that.
Yeah.
But
and Tony
I hadn't seen Cloverfield in so long, but Big Hero 6, I literally almost watched that the other day.
Whoa.
But
you want to hear something crazy that I just learned about?
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts. I don't remember this, but the writer-director for the Emoji Movie was a storyboard artist for Shrek.
That's surprising because Shrek is really good.
And The Prince of Egypt, which was also pretty good.
Yes.
And Kronk's New Groove. He wrote Kronk's New Groove. He wrote Lilo and Stitch 2. He wrote Kung Fu Panda, The Secrets of the Masters.
Okay.
Directed Igor. Home on the Range.
Yeah, these are all some pretty...
The Road to El Dorado.
Some pretty basic.
The Lion King 2.
The Road to El Dorado is pretty good. I do like that. But
Shrek, that was kind of crazy.
Shrek is great.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Shrek is great. T.J. Miller, yeah, I liked his character in Big Hero 6. I literally almost watched that the other day. I want to say something. I was literally looking at movies to watch, and since I knew that we were recording yesterday, I saw that the Emoji Movie was free on one of the apps or something.
As it should be.
I literally I was like, maybe I should rewatch it so that it's fresher in my brain for this. And I immediately said no and put something else on.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I blame you.
You should.
For making me watch
You
it.
absolutely should.
In the first place. Look, hey, full-time movie fans, if you ever in your life for a moment doubt that you're not cared for or loved, I want you to know that you are, because I watched the Emoji Movie for you. So there you go. Because otherwise, I would never have watched this movie.
He did do that.
I did this for you, believe it or not, and maybe you're never going to watch it, but if you hopefully you'll watch this episode. Just know that I did this for you. I wouldn't have done it any other way.
You want me to? I'm gonna throw some statistics at you.
Okay, hit me,
and then we'll talk about this
with
plot.
The statistics, bro. Is that
this is also important, and I do want to say this is
abbreviation?
important. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep everybody involved in this. Right? This all has a purpose. This all has a point. This movie's budget $50 million, which is fairly low for an animated movie.
Wait,
$50 million.
Oh, quick question. Who made this movie? Who's the studio?
Sony Entertainment. Also very important.
Yeah.
You're leading me to an important thing that you don't even know about. Sony Entertainment, Sony Animation Studios. They're the ones who created the Emoji Movie. $50 million, low budget for a movie. Profited, grossed $217 million. Very high. So 4 times return on their investment. They made $150 million off this movie. Very important, very important. We'll get there later. This is also has a world record for the fastest made animated movie.
Yeah.
In all of animation history.
Can you confirm this for me? Because what I heard was Sony was, they're like, it was one of those trends that they're like, okay, all these movies, animated movies with these types of themes are very hot right now. We need to get something in the ring to battle against these. And
there's something more nefarious going on than that, but
yeah, so
it's kind of
okay, and that was part of the motivation for making the movie, was getting something out there. I thought I heard that this was like also a last ditch effort to like just be in the space at all, like have like that type of animated movie. I don't know.
Sweet baby boy, you're getting there. You're hearing some rumors that are kind of on the edge of what's going on here. And I will say I'm not this isn't confirmed. I'm taking context clues and I'm putting it into context.
Yeah.
And showing the people what I see.
But at the end, right? So that you need to watch.
But at the end, yeah. So we're gonna talk about the plot, right? And then we're gonna get to the importance of this movie because the plot is important. This one, ironically, does have a moral and a meaning and a purpose. Sadly enough, it also takes its sweet time getting there, with 20 minutes spent in the Just Dance app.
Right. So we have T.J. Miller. He's our main character.
Mm-hmm. Gene. Which by the way, weird thing already. His name is Gene, but all of the other emojis are named after their emoji name. So we have Gene, who is this emoji going through an existential crisis and doesn't know what face he's supposed to be making. And then you got James Corden, whose name is High Five because he's the high five emoji. You have Anna Faris playing Jailbreak, who is a goth emoji. That doesn't exist.
I love Anna Faris. I think she's great.
You got Maya Rudolph, who is our villain, Smiler,
she's funny.
the smiley emoji. Then you have Mel Meh, Mary Meh, which are just the meh faces. Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is the poop emoji. There's just like
how unfitting.
Yeah.
Because he is not a stinky pile of poo.
Right.
He is a gem.
Well, you know that everybody who said yes to this was there for the bag and nothing else.
Bag of what?
Of money.
Oh.
All of the money they could possibly get.
For the money bags emoji?
Hey, you.
How'd you like that episode? Did you like it?
You like movies? You like this one?
Do you?
You should subscribe to this channel right now.
Also, as well.
Yeah. You got friends? Yeah, you do.
Do you? Hopefully.
Show it to them. Show this to them.
Prove it to us you got friends.
There's other videos to watch too. Why don't you watch those if you're so cool?
Yeah, prove you're not a bot. Leave a comment.
Nerd.